Now, some normalcy has been restored to 11 wards in Cape Town's southern area as water services there have been restored after a 72-hour planned maintenance program by the Water and Sanitation Department. Looking ahead, the city says more communities will undergo similar infrastructure upgrades and maintenance projects as part of ongoing efforts to bolster water infrastructure across the metro. Newzroom Afrika's Nasiphi Same filed this report.
Residents of 11 Cape Town wards in the southern areas are breathing a sigh of relief after a planned infrastructure upgrade by the city's water department left taps dry for 72 hours. The city says the upgrades are necessary to meet the growing demands of the metro.
The total project in total will have seen about 7 valves replaced. These valves obviously control a network, and because they are unfortunately in closed positions or we can't turn them, which is natural, these are mechanical components with wear and tear over time, things get stuck. But the benefit of replacing these valves now means that should there be a pipe burst in this area in the future on the smaller parts of the network, we can then isolate smaller areas because our valves are able to do what it's supposed to do. This means we're able to reduce water losses. It also means that a smaller amount of residents will be impacted by not having any water.
One water tanker was provided to each of the affected 11 wards in the metro. However, it did not really bring much needed relief as some residents felt the impact of the repairs. A soup kitchen in Lavender Hill, reliant on over 100 litres of water daily, was forced to close on the first day of the maintenance. However, as the 72-hour window concludes, normalcy begins to return to the affected areas.
We feed our 4 days per week, but we unfortunately had to go that route to say that we unfortunately cannot feed because of the water shortage. You know, they're also thinking of other people who's also in need of water. You know, because why there was a lot of people in need of water. I think the water tanker behind Lavana Primary was up until 12 o'clock on Monday night. Like yesterday, people had to walk more than 2 kilometers to get a canister of water for them. You know, and then there was the long queues, and then there was people that was not aware of the water outage, but there was a notice given in advance.
The city says communities need to brace themselves for similar infrastructure upgrades and maintenance projects as part of the ongoing efforts to bolster water infrastructure.
One of the major projects that we're driving at the moment is our pipe replacement program, where we've budgeted about 860 million rand to upgrade both water and sewer pipes across all communities in our city. Because some of our infrastructure is quite old, obviously there are many parts of our community that have been here for hundreds of years already, we need to identify where the frequency of bursts are very frequent or very common, and then to go and invest in those spaces, remove those old pipes made of very old brittle material.
For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Nasiphi Same in Lavender Hill.